We used to pay thousands of dollars a month for content writers and SEO experts to help us rank our blog content on Google. And I'm talking across multiple websites, multiple SaaS platforms, and also e-commerce sites I own too. Now I'm doing it all myself with this one tool called NeuronWriter in multiple different ways. And I'm doing it for a fraction of the cost. And it's all driven by AI. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it is I'm doing, exactly what this tool NeuronWriter does, and how you can do the same for your website and your blog. So before we dive into how I've been using NeuronWriter and how the whole platform works, I'm going to just show you a couple of results. So these are a couple of results, SEO console reports for a couple of my sites. These are e-com based sites. Now, the first one here is a brand new site, brand new domain, brand new site. In the past 7 days, I've already got almost 2,000 impressions on the blog content here. Again, all content driven through NeuronWriter. And then this big one here, this was a site I acquired last winter. It is a seasonal trend site, which is why you see the ups and downs. But in the past 12 months, again, driven by the content produced on NeuronWriter, there's almost 500,000 impressions. It's incredible. Now, prior to me being able to use a tool like NeuronWriter, you have to hire content writers to create content for you, or you write all that content yourself, which takes hours and hours and hours of time to do. NeuronWriter replaces all of that, and it's been incredible for my businesses, and I want to show you how I'm using it so it can also be incredible for your businesses as well. Now, NeuronWriter does have a free trial, and you can sign up for NeuronWriter via a link in the description. Before you go ahead and do that though, let me first show you what NeuronWriter does, and let me walk you through our process of creating content for one of our SaaS platforms. So what is NeuronWriter? Well, it's a content writing and editing platform that is solely designed for you to rank content on Google. And it uses AI to help you do that. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. Now, there are a ton of features on the NeuronWriter website that when you sign up, you can check out all of the different things this tool will do. In this particular video today, I'm going to focus on one thing and one thing only, and that's going from start to finish on a piece of content for our SaaS platform, Truth.ai. I'm going to walk you through all of the AI features and how you can get the most out of those with this tool. Now, once you sign up for NeuronWriter, you'll land in your dashboard here and you'll need to create a new project. I already have a project inside this account for Truth.ai, which is our SaaS platform. So we create our blog content for Truth using this tool. Now, there's two ways we actually do this. The first way is programmatically. So we actually tap into their API. I'm not going to go into detail on that in this video as it's a little bit more technical and I would be here for hours. But if you do want to see how we're actually doing that, leave a comment below this video and I'll create another video specifically on that. In this video, I want to focus on creating content inside this platform using their AI tools, which are great. And this will work for any type of business website, e-com, blog, whatever you're actually working on. I'm going to show you how to start creating content for it with AI right now. So we're going to create a new query here. So this is the first thing you do. So you need to create a query or a keyword that you want to target. So in relation to Truth.ai, Truth.ai is a SaaS platform that allows you to collect, manage, and then analyze your customer reviews, customer feedback, surveys, customer support tickets, all of that. So I'm going to write a piece of content here based around reviews. And we're going to go with how to get more 5-star reviews. That's a keyword I want to target. It's very relatable to our website. Anyone looking for this type of content would also probably be a user of our website as well to help them collect those 5-star reviews. So we're going to go with that. And then you can choose the country. We have United Kingdom here, but I am going to take that out and we are going to change this to the United States. So we're going to be targeting google.com. Now this is important because when we click on start now, what's going to happen is it takes a couple of minutes. It's going to look through those results on Google that are already ranking for this particular keyword. So who's ranking for how to get more 5-star reviews? That's the first thing it's going to do, and it's going to display that, and we're going to build our content then around what's already working and ranking on Google. As you can see, we're 35% done. I'm going to pause this video just here, and I'll resume once this particular process has finished. Okay, so that's now done, and if we click into the query how to get more 5-star reviews, we are seeing the top 27 results on google.com for that particular keyword. And this allows us to build our content outline. It allows us to have our content written based around what's already ranking. This is what Google deems to be good enough to rank for that keyword. So we want to be making sure our content is similar. Now, the first thing you can do here is you can choose content that is similar to what you want to write. And you can check these boxes over here. And this is what we build a content outline around. Now, if you don't want to spend time going through all the links and choosing the bits of content you want to base yours on, you can just leave it as check the top 10. That's what I'm going to do here. We can then click on next. And what's going to happen now is it's produced an editing area here that we can now work in that is based around all of those top 10 ranked sites. So we can now create our content here. So if I write in our title, so how to get more 5-star reviews, this content editor is going to track what we are doing, what content we put in, and we've got to hit all of these different things. So all of these different keywords it's giving here, we want to be including in our piece of content. That's based off of what's already ranking. It's told us we need to get 1,188 words as a target. We've got headings percentages, terms percentages. And as you type out in here, so check out how to get more 5-star reviews for your website or business. So as we start writing here, and we just put a full stop there, you can see this is all changing. So the words are going up, and we're starting to turn some of these green. So part of this particular article here, NeuronWriter is saying you need to make sure the term 5 stars is in 1 to 4 times, 5-star reviews is 1 to 3 times. So as you start hitting these different things, it's going to start turning these green, and that's going to be a better optimized article. Now, if you want to write this content out manually, this is a really, really powerful tool to do that, and you should write that out in here. If you use another tool to write your content out, so maybe you use Google Docs or whatever, you can write your content out, come in here, paste it in, and it's going to check it across all of these different terms that you want to be aiming for as part of your article, the headings, all of that. So you can build out your full article manually in here. Now, I'm not going to do that because I want AI to do this for me, and that's what's powerful about NeuronWriter. Now, to do that, we can click on the Neuro tab here, or this button, and we can click on long form content designer. Now what's going to happen now is we're going to be guided through a process of their AI basically getting information from us and gathering information to then be able to write this piece of content for us as close to this as we can possibly get. Now, the first thing here is a content brief. So we're creating a blog article. You can create landing pages as well, but we are creating something for our blog. And what I really like about this is you can guide the AI on how to write. Now, you can leave this blank, just as it is here. It is currently blank, and it will write for you based off of what it thinks. But if you want to give the AI a direction and give it some guidelines, this is where we do it. Now, I've done this and I recommend doing this because it allows you to then create the type of content you want. If you're creating content for an ecom blog and you're doing, I don't know, 5 sofas that look great in green aesthetic rooms or something like that, you could give it ideas of the types of sofas you would like it to feature, or the type of, or the way it should write. So as an example here, and again, the target market of the reader as well. And that's what I've done here. So I've gone create a guide aimed at SMEs. That's our target market. So small, medium businesses or enterprises looking to generate more positive reviews. The focus should be on generating more 5-star reviews on major review sites such as Google Reviews and Trustpilot, because we have integrations with those. Within the article, I want to focus on 5 tips and strategies businesses can follow to generate more positive reviews. So I'm giving it a direction of what I want the article to sort of cover. Once you've got that, we can continue to the outline. And again, this only takes a few seconds, and it basically gives you a full outline of what this article should look like. So here we go. So we're getting how to get more 5-star reviews. So we've got this section here, understanding 5-star reviews, importance of positive reviews for SMEs, impact of 5-star reviews on customer trust. So again, it's got relevant target market that I've given a direction on. Strategies to get more 5-star reviews, utilizing tools for review generation, maintaining a positive feedback loop. All of this stuff is looking really, really good. Now, I'm going to leave this as it is, but if you do want to edit this up even further, you can click on improve and you can actually drag in these elements. So maybe there are other H2s. It gives you ideas of unused terms. It's not added in here. So you can come and grab these and go, well, I actually want enhancing customer experience to encourage 5-star reviews. I want that in as a heading. You can drag that in here. You can also drag in questions as well. So how to increase 5-star reviews? Can you pay for 5-star Google reviews? Maybe that's something we could drag in to say, is it wise to pay for 5-star Google reviews? Well, obviously the answer is going to be no. But again, these are all questions related to this article that we can then further build this out. Now, in this case, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hide this, but you can drag that in to further enhance this. Then we can continue to facts. Now, as part of writing content with AI, and making sure AI content is the best it can possibly be, grabbing facts around your content can be a really, really good way of doing that. We can actually add files in here. So if you're writing a bit of content around your business, maybe you've got a business bio you want to upload here so it can use that. That would be a really good idea. You could add your own text in here as well. So if you want to put in facts that you want included in the article, or you want it to, again, research and provide within the piece of content. But you can also scrape facts from the top 10 or top 27 websites as well. So for example, we've got like a Reddit thread here. So there's going to be some really good facts, some really good comments in there. And I think there was a Quora one as well that I saw. Yeah, there's a Quora one. So I could take that one as well. So these are going to actually have human written answers within them. I can then click on extract from URLs. And what's happening now is NeuronWriter will basically extract content from those URLs, facts, and some usable information that we can use as part of our article to make it even more unique. Okay, and that's done now. And you can see it's popped these facts in here at the relevant time. So for example, enhancing customer experience, we've got this that's been extracted, this information from those websites that I've told it to extract from. And we've got optimized for experience, not ratings, focus on solving customer problems reliably, high ratings follow, consistent. It's giving information relatable to the headings as part of our article. And this is making it way more unique for our particular use case. So now we've got those facts in there as well. We can go and generate the article. Now this can take a bit of time depending on what you're actually creating, how long the article is. Sometimes it can take a few seconds. Sometimes it takes a few moments. So I'm going to pause the video here and I'll come back once that's been written and generated. Okay, and there we go. It's written the article for us in full, and it's put placeholder images in here as well, showing us how we can actually format and add imagery to our article. And as you can see, this has been entirely written. We've got tables in here and it's been focused exactly on what we want. Now, if I click on looks good, continue to the editor, check this out. It's automatically content scored that piece. So we've hit our words. We're well over what we need to as part of that target. We're still a little bit under on the title and headings and the terms, but that's just because of the way that we constructed that particular article as part of the AI writer there. And we can now add this in. So there's things that we could improve. So star ratings, probably a couple of extra mentions that we don't need there. That's why those are yellow, but those are fine. But where we've got these gray ones, these have not been mentioned at all in the article. And we can now go through and see if there's opportunities for us to, again, further mention these terms in here and make this article even stronger. But at 75, it's very, very strong as it is. Now, one big tip here, you can copy and paste. You can export this straight out and then post this to your blog, and you've got a piece of content done in less than 10 minutes. That's great, and it's focused specifically on ranking for that keyword. In my case, how to get more 5-star reviews based off of what's already ranking and the way we've constructed this article, as you've seen. But what I always recommend doing here is actually going through and human editing this piece of content. So actually looking at this content, adding your own little sentences in here, editing bits that you feel need to be made slightly different. I'm not going to do that on this particular video here, but you can just come in and click in here. So yeah, this platform is particularly significant for local businesses. We could add more content in there as an example just by typing here. And again, everything is going to improve our content scoring here. This score here is what we can track to see how strong our content is when it comes to ranking against our competitors. Again, we're looking for a 61 here or above. We've got a 75, so this is great, but the higher this number is, the better. So we use NeuronWriter here in less than 10 minutes with AI to create a unique piece of content for our SaaS platform that we can then export and go and post to target a very specific keyword that's perfect for our particular business. Now with NeuronWriter, we're not just using it to create content with their AI writer, we also use their API as well, which is really, really powerful. We use, I mean, you can see below here, we've got a ton of articles here that don't have any of this data on because these have been written off this platform, but we use the power of NeuronWriter API to do it. Now, I don't have enough time in this video to show you how we're doing that. And I don't even know if that's going to be of any interest to you watching. But if you are interested in seeing how we are using the API of NeuronWriter to create content for different websites, including Truth, then let me know in the comments and I will put together another video if that is of interest to show you how we're actually doing that. But this is NeuronWriter. I highly recommend you come and sign up, give this a go for yourself for your own use case. It replaces content writers and will create content specifically designed to rank on Google. So if that's what you want, I highly recommend you come and check it out. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you got value out of it. I really do appreciate that. I release new AI videos every single week. So again, I'll see you in the next video.